G'day everyone. This YouTube channel is not a business about solar or EVs, but just something that I'm passionate about. But as well as that, I own a property and I have a big diesel burning tractor. Unfortunately, they're not electric just at the moment. But today I want to do something a little bit different for the channel, and that was to show you some implements that I've bought that go on the front of my tractor. We have a stump planer and a log splitter. When I was looking online, I couldn't see too many reviews or too much detail about these, other than maybe a 1-minute clip from the people who I've bought them from. But yeah, I have an Earth Drill 2500 2500, and yeah, I'll show you what these things can do. The log splitter is just a solid piece of steel, I'm assuming. Looks like something out of a computer game or something like that, or a cartoon. That's not too interesting, just a piece of metal. But this came on its own little pallet, and it was very well boxed. Lots of extra. It's quite heavy, but there you can see you've got the point that goes into the stump first, and then you've got these very sharp blades. As they rotate, they plane away the stump. So the pin on this one is a large hexagonal shape, but as Murphy's Law would have it, for some reason I don't have my Allen keys here, so I've just got the right size screw, bolt, and this one comes out pretty easy. Alright, I've got the pin lined up, and tip number one, just try your best to line it up. It can go higher, so just put the pin in, give it a bit of a tap to get the alignment, and then it's got a thread on the other end. And tip number two, bring the right tool to tighten it up. Alright, let's not muck around. A piece of aged hardwood. Let's see how we go. Alright, well so far I've been only able to manage to drill a hole. Not much of a log split. Let's keep going. Right, attempt number 2, just drilling a hole. Let's try something smaller. Well, probably after 20 minutes of trying, I finally got it to split a bit of log. But look at the size of this log. It's not exactly hefty, and I tried about 5 or 6 times on this one and on that one, so maybe I need a bit more practice, but I mean, I want to split logs like this, not little tiny logs like this. Anyway, I might try out the stump planer now. So this stump was left by the previous owners. I haven't been cutting any trees down on my property at this point in time, but this one sticks out a fair way out of the ground, so this is the one I've chosen to have a go first. Alright, well that seemed to work a little bit. It's a bit more difficult on the slope to get it accurate, but I think if I kept on going with that, it would definitely grind that away. So I'm going to keep going off camera. Alright, just cut it a bit further, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. This seems to work. You just got to be careful. I don't know if you saw, but there's a bit of steam build up underneath the centerpiece. And when you lift it up, there's a bit of a steam explosion, so just need to be careful of that. I just wanted to do a summary of my experiences with these two new implements today. One, the stump grinder does seem to work, and I've got a bit of a challenge with a bit of a block that slopes a lot, so trying to position the attachment like perpendicular to the stump. So I'm sure with a bit more practice that will get a bit easier. But I've just finished mowing or slashing, and I was able to go straight over the top of this stump with the slasher, and it didn't hit at all. So I'm quite happy about that, because it was quite a fair bit out of the ground, as you've seen. The log splitter, perhaps I'm a bit disappointed. It's nearly $1,000, and it doesn't seem to do much more than drill holes. So perhaps I'll give that a bit more time and see if I can, you know, you don't really, especially if you're by yourself, don't really want to be mucking around with trying to keep a log stable on the ground. It should just go into these big logs and go straight through them and split them. So whether it's that they're dry and it doesn't like that, and it's more for when you first cut a tree and you want to split them, then perhaps I'll have a look if that's actually the case. But it hasn't really worked on the big log, the medium log, and then it worked on a really small log, which, you know, I wouldn't even use an implement like this to split that size log anyway. So alright, well that's just about it. I hope you've found something useful out of this video. I'm building a battery for this property out of old EV cells, so if that sounds interesting to you, check it out on one of my other videos. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.